Good afternoon, students. Am I audible? Okay. So basically, we started with cash flow in the last class, right? So we'll continue that. Okay. So last class, we studied about this present worth method and future worth method, right? What is the present? Basically, we studied about cost cash flow. So I'll just give again a brief those who were absent so that they can understand. So basically cash flow is how much is the amount the cash you have at the beginning of a project, and how much you have and at the end of the project how much you have. So the basic difference between that will be your cash flow. Okay. So suppose at the start of an project you were having 20 lakh rupees. At the end of the project you are having 1 or 2 lakh rupees. So that the basic difference will be the cash, that will be a cash flow. Now from that comparison you can there are four methods. From that comparison you can find out the how much revenue have you generated, how much expenditure you have done. So basically there are two to find out the comparison which is also called as revenue dominated cash flow diagram and cost dominated. So you can consider revenues. You can do the comparison by the profits also, or you can do the comparison with cost also, how much expenditure you have done in that way also, or how much profit you are getting in years. That way also you can do a comparison. So if you see here, there's also value salvage. Okay, let me note. Screen is visible, right? Screen, it got hanged again. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the salvage value is nothing but a resale value. Suppose you have some property, and you're again you have purchased it, again you're selling it after using some time, then you're that will be a salvage reselling value. Basically S is your reselling value. Okay. So this is so in we have studied in present worth method what will be the present worth of the alternatives. We'll compare those present worth of those alternatives, and those who were giving us more worth, we used to choose that alternative. And in future worth method also, those who were giving us the more revenue in terms of revenue. Okay. Your always demand aim should be the you should get more and more revenue, but you should expend less and less money on that. Okay. So now we'll move to the third method, which is annual equivalent method. In the annual equivalent method of comparison, first the annual equivalent cost or the revenue of each alternative will be computed. First, what will you do? You will compute the annual equivalent cost or revenue. How much is the annual cost of that company, or how much is the annual revenue of that you can say company or alternative. Then the alternative with the maximum annual equivalent revenue in the case of revenue based comparison, or with the minimum annual equivalent cost in the case of cost based comparison, will be selected as the best alternative. Just give me a minute.
Poi c'è.
Yes, roll number 85, what happened? See, whenever in this let me note. Are you able to see my screen properly? Let me share once again. Okay. It is showing
Yes,
overlapping.
ma'am. It's clear.
Okay, let me share once again. Okay, it is showing overlapping on the screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So see, basically, when you select the revenue, why it is not anything. When you select revenue as your main way to select the alternatives, it should be maximum. And when you select cost, it should be minimum. The alternatives which we are giving the minimum cost, you have to select that, and the alternative which is giving you maximum revenue, you have to select that. Okay, so that's way. Then the alternative with the maximum annual equivalent revenue in the case of revenue based comparison. And when you do cost comparison method, you have to select minimum annual equivalent cost. Okay, the alternative which we are giving the minimum cost will be the best alternative, and the alternative.
Ma'am, voice is not clear.
Now it's okay. Now you are able to hear me. Hello.
It's not clear,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now it's clear or not? Lika, maybe your
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So that's the main thing. And when you select the revenue as choosing the alternative, that should be a maximum. And when you choose cost, then it should be less. Okay. So this is the one cash flow diagram based on which is revenue dominated. Expenditure is expenditure is in downward direction, which is negative, and all the revenue are as it is outflow. You can also consider this as inflow. Sorry, outflow. This will be outflow. It is going out, and this is inflow. So for inflow, all the revenues for positive. Salvage also, if we resell some resell something, then we'll get profit, right? So it's in upward direction only. So this is the revenue based. So in this P represents an initial investment, net revenue at the end of the year, as is the salvage value at the end of the nth year. Now the first step is to find the net present worth of the cash flow diagram using the following expression. So if you see, we have come across the present worth method, right? So this the procedure in this method, the procedure is to find out the present worth. So with the same formula, they have found out the present worth of the alternative. In the above formula, the expenditure is assigned with a negative sign and the revenues are assigned with positive sign. So in this annual equivalent method, you have to find out the present net worth, the same formula with this formula. Then cost dominated cash. Here cost is dominated and we know cost is the outflow, it is going out. So that's why these are in downward direction. Only the salvage, if we resell it, we will get money. So there will be a profit. So that's why it is upward. Rest investment and all the cost is downward. P represents initial investment. CJ, the net cost of operation and maintenance at the end of every year, and S is the salvage value at the end of the nth year. The first step is to find out the net worth of the cash flow diagram using the following relation. So it is also the same formula with the earlier we got for cash dominated net present worth. So find out. This is the way we'll find out. Now let's see an example. A company provides a car to its chief executive. The owner of the company is not concerned about the increasing cost of petrol. Okay, it provide a company. There is a company who is to provide cars for its chief executive. An owner of the company is concerned about the increasing cost of petrol. The cost per liter of petrol for the first year of operation is rupees 21. He feels that the cost of petrol will be increasing by rupee 1 every year. So you can say your revenue may be rupee 1 every year. Let me add some students. I'm not able to. Okay. Okay, he feels that the cost of petrol will be increasing by rupee 1 every year. His experience with his company car indicates that it averages 9 kilometer per liter of petrol. The executive expects to drive an average of 20,000 kilometer each year for the next 4 years. What is the annual equivalent cost of fuel over this period of time? So first part is, what will be the annual equivalent cost of fuel each over the period of time. So if you see, let's start with the solution part. Average number of kilometer run per year, they have considered 20,000 kilometer. This is, it expects to drive an average of this kilometer each year for the next 4 years. So that means per year it will be 20,000, and for 4 years just multiplied it. It will be 80,000. So now number of kilometer per liter of petrol. So in 1 liter of petrol you can go up to 9 kilometer. Okay, now it is fine. Let's first they have found out what is the petrol consumption per year. एक साल में, in 1 year it used to go 20,000 kilometer, and in 1 kilometer, sorry, in 1 liter of petrol there was you can go 9 kilometers. So how much is the petrol consumption? If you just divide the 20,000 with 9, you'll get the petrol consumption per year. So this was the, sorry, uh, let me add some students. They're coming and coming. Give me a minute. Okay. Let, let me, why it is hanging? Wait, my laptop giving me some issues. My screen is visible, right? Are you able to see my cursor? Are you able to see my screen and cursor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So see, the petrol consumption per year will be 20,000 divided by 9. You'll get this. So this is the petrol consumption. 22. You can say